Hey guys, and welcome back to Mika Reacting Reviews. We're reacting to things on the internet, same day, same shirt, different video. And today we're returning with Awaken with JP. And the title of this video is We Treat You Like Morons or We Think That You Are All Morons. Something like that. Anyway, we're gonna get right into it, but before you do, if you like this type of videos, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon to notifications when I do upload. All of that really does help with the algorithm, guys. And if you'd like to support this channel any further, you can donate. My PayPal and Cash App link is in the description box below and also in the comment section. Of course it helps, but you don't have to. You can just like, comment, and subscribe. Another great way to support this channel is either join my brand new membership program, different levels, different tiers, different perks, or you can visit my brand new merch shop. Links down below and links to all the alternative platforms I'm on, my socials, including my Twitter, all the ways to support me and all the ways to contact me for business is always in the links down below. Other than that, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. All right, here we go.
Good evening, person that we treat like a moron. Get ready to stop thinking for yourself as we tell you what you should think for your protection and our control. And to be inclusive, I'd like to share that my propaganda words are he, him, climate crisis, and stands with Ukraine. Tonight, we'll be feeding you bullshit about monkeypox, the sequel to the pandemic. We can't wait. Along with the latest in transgenderism, how being fat and disgusting is sexy, the Disinformation Governance Board is dead, the Texas school shooting, and how Kamala Harris is being more brilliant than ever. But first, George W. Bush took a break from being forgotten about to give a press conference to admit his guilt. Take a look.
The decision of one man to launch a wholly unjustified and brutal invasion of of Ukraine.
Even though the public doesn't pretend anymore because of what's called proof, W apparently forgot that he's still supposed to pretend that he didn't unjustly invade Iraq in the exact same fashion that he's accusing Putin of with Ukraine. A nostalgic reminder that corruption can be on either side of the political aisle, because back then it was on the right, and today it's still on the right because we tell you so.
Alright, so yeah, I saw that clip going around about George Bush. I think that was just a Freudian slip. You say your inside narrative outside, you know what I mean? Like, you mistakenly speak the truth and veil what's going on behind the actual curtain. So yeah, that was interesting. And it is also really interesting how when George Bush was president, and even after he was done being president, the media went on and on and on and called him a war criminal, that he should be locked up, that he should be in jail, and now they literally treat him like, your old favorite uncle or something like that. It's just fascinating to me, and when people have such short memory spans, or they just believe whatever the narrative is, it's like the public has also forgot that he was supposed to be a war criminal. Why are we giving a war criminal platform? Anyway, let's continue.
And at a level of self-discovery, it's beautiful how W sees so much of himself in Putin. Some people forget just how good Bush was at not being intelligent. Though there is one man, and one man only, who makes George W. Bush look like a genius.
I can taste it.
I didn't know adrenochrome had any flavor. Thanks for letting us know, Joe.
Stopping it there. Okay. I know I'm stopping it a little soon, but just bear with me. I remember when he was president and people would always go on and on and on about how he couldn't speak or how he couldn't talk, right? That he talks like he had like a third grade education level. However, if you go look at a lot of his other speeches and his other, speaking appearances and conferences and stuff like that, he speaks just fine. He's not like the bumbling idiot, I guess, like we all thought he was. And it's the same thing with Obama. Like, Obama was always praised of being such a great speaker and so articulate. But if you go back, and you can find this on YouTube, there's tons of times where Obama made gaffes and said the wrong thing and stumbled over his words. He wasn't this perfect, pristine speaker like the media try to make it out to be. So it just goes to show whoever the media kind of wants to cape for, they will splice and dice and edit and omit things to try to create an image for the public. But anyway, let's continue.
And here's President Brandon wearing a mask all by himself as he's getting off a plane, and then removing it as he approaches actual people. Theatrical performances are hard to coordinate, aren't they, Joe? And here's a picture of Biden not knowing what he's looking at as he's protecting himself from a piece of paper and a pandemic that ended 2 years ago. And in other news, if you liked COVID, then you're gonna love the sequel, monkeypox. But as Cassidy Campbell says, I I can't believe it's monkeypox season already. I still have my Ukraine decorations up. After globalists held a monkeypox rehearsal exercise last year, a monkeypox outbreak is coincidentally happening right on schedule. Due to censorship, all we can tell you about monkeypox is that the only way to protect yourself from it is to be scared and obedient. And to help you with that, we'll continue to be your most trusted source of fear-mongering as we give you authoritarian commands to obey.
Wait, was that true? The whole rehearsal thing? I'm gonna take his word for it because I feel like he's a trusted source. So that's insane. Raise your hand or put in a comment section if you're terrified of monkeypox. Put my hands down. I'm over it. People forget even before the most recent global thing, the virus that just went on, there was something every year. There was the swine flu and the mad cow disease, and then the Ebola came back, and it was always something going on. And that's why a lot of people didn't really take this latest one seriously, especially when it first happened, because people were just like, oh yeah, this is a yearly thing. It's our new yearly virus. So it seemed like we've just gone back into that cycle, but unlike the other ones, I feel like people are going to be more readily available to be terrified. Unlike before, where people just sort of just dismissed it. But anyway, let's continue.
But what we can tell you about the monkeypox outbreak that definitely wasn't planned is that Alex Jones predicted it. Just something to think about. We got him completely deplatformed and he's still at it. Are we gonna have him assassinated?
Yes.
Great. That'll be very helpful to us. In response to the recent outbreak, Bill Gates says, monkeypox, that's cute. Hold my beer. Smallpox, can't wait, Bill. You don't happen to have a cure for the disease that you're promoting, do you? This just in! He does. That'll make you feel either much safer or much more terrified. You be the judge.
I haven't been keeping up with the whole animal pox thing. I don't know if we can say it yet on YouTube. So I didn't know they're already working on a shot or a poke or a medicine or a therapeutic. That's a little bit convenient, being that it just supposedly happened. Let's continue.
And of course, anytime you have people who aren't completely controlled by the one true narrative that we bring you, partially funded by Bill, you'll have people dangerously doing their own thinking. And in response to that, we're saying Bill Gates predictably triggered the monkeypox outbreak. Oh, I mean, monkeypox triggers new conspiracy theories about Bill Gates. I just pulled a W. Bush, didn't I? Whoops. We can just edit that out.
We're live.
Oh, well, no problem. We'll just edit people's thoughts. Monkeypox is gonna kill you and your family. Bill is here to save you. He's your only hope. And anyone who doesn't believe it is a dangerous extremist. Now go dye your hair blue. As Bill Hicks once said, you are free to do as we tell you. And now for our viewer comment of the week. Cool Papa J Magic says, a government that is allowed to break the law during an emergency will create an emergency in order to break the law. Well, cool Papa J Magic, we can confidently say that we don't know what you're talking about. Now get inside and stay there for the next 2 years. Also interesting how this video has over 4 million views. I guess people love to watch female swimming for some reason. Moving on. DC Drano, aka Rogan O'Hanley, points out in the ever-devolving world of Marxism, the pronoun people have now added yellow and blue stripes to show support for Ukraine. But gay marriage is banned in Ukraine. Some people mistakenly think that the pronoun people are blindly standing for both because they're under some kind of mind control program, but we assure you that is just not the case. And speaking of the trendiness to pretend that other people's objective reality should be based on your imagination, Bill Maher said this recently.
If this spike in trans children is all natural, why is it regional? Either Ohio is shaming them or California is creating them. It's like that day we suddenly all needed bottled water all the time. If we can't admit that in certain enclaves there is some level of trendiness to the idea of being anything other than straight, then this is not a serious science-based discussion. It's a blow being struck in the culture wars using children as cannon fodder.
Well, we'd like you to know that Bill Maher has officially earned our most coveted title. He is transphobic. He thinks like a liberal and is completely unwilling to think like a leftist. And we don't want you to know the difference or how to think, so we are glad to smear him. You are canceled, Bill Maher. In order to combat the very dangerous message of Bill Maher that empowers people to embrace what's called reality, we sent one of our top scientists to testify before the House Judiciary Committee. Here you can see her questioned by Congressman Dan Bishop. Take a look.
What do you say a woman is?
I believe that everyone can identify for themselves.
Okay. Do you believe then that men can become pregnant and have abortions?
Yes.
Wow, take that, Dan Bishop. She owned you.
I really wish people would start narrowing down that question, because the question wasn't who can identify as a woman. The question needs to start to be, what is a biological woman? What is a biological female? Because that is something that they cannot argue against. I don't know why anybody who's trying to debate this question won't just ask the specific question instead of saying women, because they are going to go with identify as, or identify what womanhood is, instead of what is biological woman or what is a biological female. You can't argue that because that is science. They will try to argue it anyway, but you can't really argue it because it's science. So stop making the question so freaking broad. We shouldn't have to do that. But if you want to, own the debate, stop making the question so broad. It's not broad, but for them it's broad. Anyway, let's continue.
Haha, that's the power of science. And him being a conservative, it kind of looked like he tried to rape her, didn't it? Let's take a look again.
What do you say a woman is?
Yep, he definitely tried to rape her. AOC, add him to your blacklist. And with that, we'll be right back after a quick word from our sponsor. Women's infertility is a major issue, with infertility rates approaching 30%. With men, it's even worse, with infertility rates hovering at 100%. But we have a solution. From the makers of Zoloft, we bring you Testicle Off. Testicles are a proven cause of infertility, but with Testicle Off, that problem is removed. Ask your local third grade teacher if Testicle Off is right for you. And we're back. In Texas, as Governor Greg Abbott was updating grieving families and reporters about the tragic mass shooting at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas, the world's most testicleless man, Beto O'Rourke, interrupted Governor Abbott.
Sit down.
You're out of line and an embarrassment.
Sit down and don't play this stuff.
Next shooting is right now.
Beto decided that what the world needed more than to respect the gravity of this situation and the tragic loss of the grieving families was to make the moment about him and his political agenda to disarm the population so the authoritarians of the world can have an easier time controlling Americans. As Beto and his very smooth crotch were being thrown out of the auditorium, the mayor of Uvalde said this to him.
I can't believe you're a sick son of a bitch that would come to a deal like this to make a political issue.
Stopping it there. I really hate when people make mass, because it's YouTube, a political issue, even if you're pro or not, it doesn't matter. Even when I saw Tim Pool's and whoever sort of trying to make their political statement about it, it's kind of let it breathe for a fucking second, right? Let people fucking breathe for a fucking second before you try to make it a political issue. I understand people who are pro are terrified of having those rights taken away from them. And as an American, even though I'm no longer in America, I still believe that people have the right to own because if you outlaw them, if you make them against the law, criminals do not follow the law. So all you're gonna do is disarm law-abiding citizens and just let criminals keep and so people can't even defend themselves. So I'm totally against it. However, it's kind of let it breathe. Let the fucking situation breathe. It was kind of gross and disgusting to kind of see people let me jump on this and make my political statement now. Come on, guys. Be a little bit, you have a little bit of humanity. Just a tiny. I know tribal warfare. We gotta get our statements and our ideologies out there on Twitter, but let it breathe for a fucking second. But anyway, let's continue.
And our fact checkers have fact checked the mayor's words as true. In other news, Sports Illustrated has virtue signaled in a big way. Perhaps we could even say in an obese way, as they're now promoting the precursors of heart disease as sexy. Jordan Peterson chimed in by saying, sorry, he is Canadian, not beautiful, and no amount of authoritarian tolerance is going to change that. But as we at the media have taken on the burden of protecting you by telling you what to think and feel, we can assure you this is not sexy. This is sexy. And this is even sexier. This is the best female swimmer in the country. This is the leading medical authority. And this is the president.
Stopping it there. Okay, I actually hit on this, the whole Jordan Peterson thing on Twitter. I made a video about it. I made a post about it. And some people, like a lot of people were on his side, but a lot of people said, like, you know, she's not even obese. Like, he shouldn't have even brought it up. This is not his lane. And in some ways, I agree with that. But again, like on my post, I don't think his point was she was unattractive. I think his point was we're sort of sick of sort of this push of fat acceptance as being acceptable, or not acceptable, but like healthy or even beautiful, because being unhealthy isn't really pretty, right? And so I don't think she's not beautiful. I actually think she is beautiful, and I think a lot of guys would find her beautiful. But the other woman is also very attractive, the first one that he showed, right? And so anyway, I just want to point that out that, you know, I talked about this. Anyway, let's continue.
Kamala Harris is at it once again, redundantly using words that lead nowhere so that we can get somewhere that isn't anywhere. Take a look.
That when we talk about the children of the community, they are children of the community.
Well, we know that at least 2 people are impressed by what she said.
Invasion of of Ukraine.
I can taste it.
In our final story tonight, rest in peace, Disinformation Governance Board. The Ministry of Truth has been shut down by the Biden administration after receiving just a little bit of backlash. The Brandon administration has decided to put its arm of censorship on pause while it seeks to find a different way to do the same thing that isn't as painfully obvious. Let's take a look at some of the highlights of the Disinformation Governance Board's greatest achievements during its lifespan that didn't last as long as CNN Plus.
I want to be rich, famous, and powerful.
Disinformation's origins are slightly less atrocious. It's how you hide a little lie.
Hi, if you're listening, please tell me what to do. Who do I to be famous and
Well, apparently you didn't the right people because you're done, Nina. That's it for tonight's news. Tune in tomorrow to become an even more flaccid individual. We're coming for your children, but you won't notice because we're starting the next pandemic. Good night.
All right, guys, that was it. That was our Waking with JP. It seemed like he literally hit on like all the trendy topics that was been going on for the last few months there. Just did a whole rundown of it. I'm glad the disinformation board is being disbanded, but I'm not an idiot. There's a disinformation board. There. We just don't see it. Anyway, guys, tell me what you think in the comment section below. What he said, what I said. Let me know in the comment section below. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell to get some notifications when I do upload. All of that really does help with the algorithm, guys. And if you'd like to support the channel further, you can donate. My PayPal and Cash App link is in the description box below and also in the comment section. Of course, it helps. We don't have to get us like, comment, and subscribe. Another great way to support this channel is either join my brand new membership program, different levels, different tiers, different perks, or you can visit my brand new merch shop. Links down below, and links to all of the alternate platforms I'm on, my socials, including my Twitter. All the ways to support me and contact me for business is always in the links down below. I also have a second travel vlog channel. I travel as a lifestyle. I live abroad. If you'd like to know where I am in the world, you can go in the description box below and also in the comment section. Hit the link, go subscribe to my travel vlog channel, and or follow me on my travel Instagram. My stories is usually what's most up to date. And I also have a second channel, Speak Freely. Links down below, and you guys have an amazing day. Bye.